Tomboy is a 1985 aspirational boner comedy about a girl fighting the battle of the sexes on the streets and on the racetrack. Directed by Herb Fried, Tomboy stars Betsy Russell, Kristi Summers, and Gerard Christopher. In a hole-in-the-wall auto garage in Topanga, California, Tommy's life is fast machines. She fixes them, she races them, she designs them. When one of her repair jobs gets the attention of that NASCAR driver she keeps a poster of on her wall, Tommy finds herself closer than ever to fulfilling all her dreams, if she can only get everybody to stop seeing her as just a girl. Tomboy is the ultimate Merrimark production. The title character is a young, sexy woman having fun and living life on her terms. Crown International Pictures had cultivated a reliable audience for these stories, at a time when movies featuring female empowerment could be seen as provocative. It's not like Crown had a monopoly on exploitation films inspired by women's changing roles in society, but by the 80s, major studios were releasing their own films of women busting their glass ceilings, although not just for the feminist crowd. Tomboy fulfills its exploitation duties in the first hour with a lot of topless girls, some of them included in more organic ways than others. There's multiple shower scenes, poolside scenes, a house party striptease, and finally, after minute 58, Tommy's sex scene with Randy Starr, the race car driver of her dreams. Once that's out of the way, the movie shifts its focus on Tommy's fight for respect from all her doubters, even the man that loves her. For those looking for a feminist message, there's a girl power vibe in Tommy's journey to not compromise herself, even when people offer everything they think she wants. But she's so unique, especially against all the other female characters in the movie, that some might say she deserves to be treated as an exception. This movie wasn't designed to speak for all womankind. Tomboy's success hinges on its lead, and Betsy Russell as Thomasina Boyd does carry the film well. She's charming and relatable, even when the movie gets ridiculous, and she never questions her love of machines or of her dream guy throughout the story, only how much she needs to change herself to hold on to it all. Helping Tommy look less girly is the best friend / aspiring actress Seville, played by Kristi Summers. Seville's the girl that plans to succeed by using her femininity, becoming the kind of woman that gets celebrated for her beauty on magazines and TV commercials. Her most memorable scene, and the most comedic scene in the movie, has to be her donut commercial audition, starting after minute 27. Tomboy has its share of car stunt work throughout the film. The motorbike scenes are even better, featuring early work by stunt drivers Dana Drew Evanston and Debbie Evans, who would perform bigger and bigger stunts into the next century. To skip ahead to the bike scenes, go to the chase scene at minute 19 or the country drive starting at minute 42. Here's some of the faces in Tomboy that might look familiar to you. The garage owner, Chester, was played by Richard Erdman. He was a reliable character actor from the 1950s through the 2000s. The YouTube generation would know him best for playing Leonard, the geriatric college student on the sitcom Community. Eric Douglas plays Junior, the rich kid that likes fast cars and fast women. He appeared in several films in the 80s, including The Golden Child. He also toured as a stand-up comedian, telling jokes about life as a son of Kirk Douglas and half-brother of Michael Douglas. Dennis Hayden gets a moment as a bartender. 2 years later, he'd be taking over Nakatomi Plaza with Hans Gruber in Die Hard. Among the unnamed ladies appearing throughout the film are several Crown regulars, including Cynthia Thompson, whose appearance in Tomboy led to her getting cast as Crown's next title character, Cave Girl. A few years after appearing in Tomboy under his birth name Jerry Denomi, Gerard Christopher was cast to replace John Haynes Newton as Superboy in the 80s syndicated TV series. Christopher would play Superboy for 3 seasons. When that show was canceled so ABC could make Lois and Clark, Christopher auditioned for the role of Superman and got it until the producer recognized him. 1985 was a busy year for Betsy Russell. Besides Tomboy, she starred in the crime drama Avenging Angel and co-starred in the survivalist thriller Out of Control. In the 2000s, she would join the Saw franchise as Jill Tuck, Jigsaw's ex-wife. Tomboy is very 80s, especially with how much it leans on its pre-MJ pop soundtrack, trying to take a page from the success of Flashdance. The only way this movie could be more 80s is if Tommy built her car to talk. Tomboy has the 80s optimism, attitude, vibrancy, even the awkward attempt at social advocacy. Totally fits the decade. If you're in an 80s mood, it's definitely in your wheelhouse. Tomboy works as an aspirational geek movie. She's not the movie or TV definition of a nerd, not somebody incapable of fitting in with regular society. She's just so excited and knowledgeable about such a niche subject that it's part of her personality, and she doesn't feel the need to apologize or earn it. As cheesy as the story is, it delivers a feel-good ending for the tomboy and a half step in the right direction for the rest of us.